Yo, every week I scour the interwebs to find juicy free games for you to enjoy, and this week is no exception. So I want to jump right in with some of the time-sensitive deals and an all-you-can-eat demo buffet. Steam have launched another edition of the Next Fest event to celebrate upcoming PC games. You probably are like, WTF is Next Fest anyway, and I couldn't agree more. The festival lets you check out some of the hottest future releases in the form of demos on Valve's platform. But that's not even everything. If you don't have anything better to do with your time, you can also watch interesting live streams and chat with various developers. There are so many demos for you to download that your hard drive will feel violated by the end of the event. And I think that's a good thing. Like, when was the last time you really put that baby to work? I'm not gonna sit here and go through each and every demo, but take your juicy butt cheeks over to Steam where you can dig deeper into exactly the genre that you wanna mess with. I see myself as a big brain strategy boy. For some reason my nearest and dearest don't agree on the big brain part, but they can just go and screw themselves respectively. So what I was saying was that I can jump into the strategy section and check out the turn-based section, or have a browse in the card and board game section. And I think that's a really helpful feature. It's a great opportunity to familiarize yourself with games that you might not have tried, and if you end up liking them, you can always get them on the cheap. But keep in mind that it's only running until Monday next week, so depending on when you watch this video, you either have 32 hours or just about 0 minutes. Next up, a quick talk about Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which is struggling. It's sitting in with mostly negative reviews on Steam, and damn, that's a lot considering it hasn't been out for that long. For that reason, the developers are giving you the honor and privilege to get it for free. Take it for a spin and discover for yourself why it's rated mostly negative. There's a free play session going on until the 12th of February, so you can torture yourself for a few hours and then rejoice in you not having to buy the game. To be honest, I kinda feel bad for the people who wasted something like $100 on this game and didn't get any pleasure for that money. By the way, if you wanna stay up to date on free games that are coming out and get them served to you in this quick and quirky setting, then do us both a favor and smash the subscribe button with your pinky, and then give it a lick after. Thank you very much. Oh, and links to all of the games mentioned in this video are in the description, and they take you straight to the deal. Listen, I feel like I've talked about this 15 times. The Skull and Bones beta, it closed a while back and probably none of you have tried it, so it's coming up again if you want to give it a go. The Skull and Bones people are running a free open beta test that's also running until the 12th of February. It should give you enough time to get the flavor of the game and see if it's something for you. From what I understand, it's pretty much a free-for-all with access to everyone, so just sail on over there and take it for a spin, if you haven't yet. Until the 15th of February, Star Citizen will be free to play, and if I'm not mistaken, new players can pick and choose between hundreds of spaceships to play around with, and luckily there's enough time to give you guys a good feeling for the game. Here you have to imagine a universe that combines the freedom of exploration, the thrill of combat, and the unique challenges of building a life in space. Star Citizen tries to put the ultimate control in the hands of the player, whether you're making your way as a cargo holder, exploring the vastness of space, or just scraping a living outside of the law. You will be navigating through a mixture of procedurally generated and handcrafted worlds and interact with a variety of funky characters along the way. It sounds pretty good. If you know me, you know that I kinda tend to stay away from time sinks because I simply cannot find the time. Games like Star Citizen never really arrive on my radar, so I can't tell you whether it's a good game or not. But if I've read correctly, it's taken about $500 million in funding, so my god, it better be amazing. If you want to give it a go, then head on over to the Star Citizen website, the link is in the description, and take your beautiful face to space. Wow, that even rhymes, I should have been a rapper. Anyway, next up we have DNF Duel, which I've never played, so I have no idea if it's any good. It's sitting in with mixed reviews on Steam, and it was a kick-ass fighting game that was abandoned by its developers like an unwanted newborn outside of a fire station. I was surprised that the game costs a whole €50. I live in a pretty sketchy neighborhood, and do you know how much fun I can have for a €50? I mean, of course you don't, but it's a lot of fun. DNF Duel will most likely get an influx of new players with the low finger experience, so it will be rather fun for the first few hours until people figure out why it's sitting in with mixed reviews and would rather sit on a cactus for a more pleasurable time. Anyway, it's worth trying to get your own opinion. It's free for a few more days, so go get lucky with them fingers. Wait, what? Another free one to enjoy for a few more days is West Hunt, which is a 1 to 6 player social deduction game set in the old west. Among the hardworking townsfolk hides an outlaw or two, causing mischief here and there and mayhem here and there, and I guess it's the sheriff's job to get that fixed here and there. West Hunt is currently sitting in with very positive reviews on Steam with around 1,000 or so it's off to a decent start. So if you like these types of deception games, go give it a go. Listen, I want your attention for this one. Both eyeballs on the screen. This is one of the gold nugget free games that has my world famous Sickfishsticks seal of approval. A seal that means that if you want to try anything mentioned in this video, it should be Sheepy, a short adventure. It's short, unfortunately. But you know what they say about the short things. It's not the size of the boat, but the motion in the ocean. And man, does this bad boy make some waves. This juicy goodness is short, handcrafted pixel art platformer that follows Sheepy, an abandoned plushie brought back to life. Sheepy, a short adventure, is the first short game from Mr. Suicide Sheep. And I do genuinely hope that Mr. Suicide Sheep keeps pleasing and humbling us with more games in the foreseeable future. Please, mister, do not stop. Anyway, I'm not gonna tell you too much about this game other than catching a Sickfishsticks seal of approval, but it has funky graphics, great sound and a 10 out of 10 atmosphere. Anyway, go give it a go. Why am I saying go give it a go? Just go. Next up, we have a weird one, Soak and Splash, where I guess you run around trying to knock people's towels off. The higher the score you get, the more towels you get to keep. I don't know, I think it's time that it's enough internet for today. But to be fair, it is sitting in with positive reviews, so I guess if you want to experience a sauna night and get all of your pores opened while someone tries to knock a towel off you, then link in the description. You're a weirdo. Another game to claim this week, and something a bit more serious, is Tangles, where you awaken from a long coma following a training injury. You're all alone in an isolated camp on a deserted island surrounded by questions and mystery. What's there not to like? Here you will dive into a quest for answers and the discovery of an enigmatic secret in this first-person horror indie game that's sitting in with positive reviews, so also off to a good start. It looks pretty cool and builds a pretty good suspense throughout the game with a fairly decent story. As always, link in the description if you wanna take it for a spin. In our last video, we mentioned how the Epic Store was offering you Doki Literature Club Plus and Lost Castle this week as free games, and you can still get those up until the 15th of February. But starting the 15th of February, Epic will be replacing those with Dakar Desert Rally. Despite being a big fan of racing games and even having a full sim setup here at home with VR and everything you can imagine, I can really not recommend this one simply because it's too damn janky. And I guess most people agree, as this €30 title is currently sitting in with mixed reviews on Steam with a total of 1,000 reviews. The nice thing is that you can actually take this bad boy out for a spin without having to cough up a single krona or dollar or euro of your hard-earned money. I mean, considering you would probably go and refund it anyway, it's just saving you a whole bunch of time. But listen, don't take my word for it, go get it on the Epic Store on the 15th of February, try it out and let me know if you agree in the comment section. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I think it's also fair to say that pretty much is everything worth knowing about free games this week. There are a few other free games here and there. One was all Chinese, the other one was so whack I felt bad for it, and one was, I'm pretty sure, a Bitcoin miner since my fans were taking off. So that pretty much brings us to the end of today's video. Thanks a lot for taking the time to watch my video. Thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't, subscribe if you haven't, why not, it would make me extra happy. Thanks a lot for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.